Toolkit for Water Safety Planning Procedures Decision Support System.
Fresh water is the most important resource for humankind, cross-cutting all social, economic, and environmental activities. To achieve water security, we must protect vulnerable water systems.
Various hazards can affect the functioning of water supply. Most notably, drought, accidental pollution, earthquakes, and floods.
With the adoption of the revised EU Drinking Water Directive in December 2020, water safety plans will be progressively required. They will require improved risk analysis and implementation of risk management procedures based on World Health Organization guidelines and the European standards.
As part of Adrian's MUHA project, the consortium has developed a tool to support the development of risk analysis for water safety plans, particularly suitable for smaller water utilities.
The Toolbox webpage can be accessed using this link.
The webpage helps you to prepare a water safety plan following World Health Organization guidelines. It is structured into 11 modules. Within each module, the learning objectives, key points and exercise details are included. Here you can find a brief description of each module. Also, there is a specific tool to support system assessment, especially Module 2 and 3. To access the tool, you need to register.
The tool is divided into 6 steps. This first step gives the important definition of hazard, hazardous event and risk, as well as your key actions. First is identifying the hazards and hazardous events. And the second is risk assessment.
From this step, you can load previous, ongoing work, or create a new one. Here you can add a name of your water supply system, and a short description. If different people are working on the same water supply system, for example people with different expertise, they have to use the same login credential. More water supply systems or subsystems can be created with a single credential. Also, the record of the system is easily deleted.
In the step 3, you will choose from the available list of components and sub-components, and select those present in your water supply system. You will always be able to add or remove some components.
In step 4, you can select the subcomponent identified during step 3, and access to the associated catalog of hazardous event boxes. For each hazardous event box, the hazardous event and consequences are described on the left part of the box. In some cases, measures are proposed. On the right side of the box, you need to indicate the likelihood and severity of consequences to associate risk with the hazardous event. Firstly, you indicate the probability of occurrence, selecting from the proposed categories. After that, you select the severity from the proposed categories. A risk category is then associated to the hazardous event, and you can add a comment to each hazardous event boxes. When you're done, click on "I have finished with an evaluation of this hazardous event," and proceed with the next one. You do not have to address all the hazardous events before going to the next step. Click on Save and Proceed, and go to step 5.
In step 5, the ongoing risk assessment is visually summarized. Scrolling down, your assessed hazardous events are presented. The hazards, the component and hazard category, For severity of consequences by component. Severity of consequences by hazard. Risk category by component. And risk category by hazard. All plots are interactive so you can easily identify associated hazardous event boxes and prioritize your risk assessments.
Finally, click on Step 6. Here you can export your current assessment in both Excel and Word format. You can always move back to any of the 6 steps. Just have in mind modification will not be saved until you click on Save button.
From the main page you can also easily access the UNAS community forum.
UNAS aims to provide users with an easy, effective, and safe transnational platform for exchanging knowledge and experiences on MUHA toolboxes and water safety plans.
To participate in the discussion, you need to sign up. Keep in mind that the used mail needs to have the name of your institution in it.
The Toolbox and UNAS network were made within MUHA project.
The project is implemented within the Interreg Adrian program, under Priority Access 2.
And funded by the European Union through the European Regional Development Fund for EU members, and the Instrument for Pre-Accession Assistance for countries that are not yet members of the EU.
In the project, there are 6 pilot action sites and 10 partner institutions from Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, and Greece.
Check our pages for everything developed in the MUHA project.
You can find links in the description.